Welcome in. I'm Bobby, psychic medium, twin flame facilitator, and Reiki practitioner. First thing we're going to do is dive in to your spiritual vitals. This is vital to evolving. This is so important. Your emotions have to catch up with your physical. And so we do this over and over and over and over until you just don't need to do it anymore. But this is probably the first 17 years of my spiritual journey. And I still do it every day because it's so much fun and I'm just always curious to be sure if everything is seamless. The first card is going to represent your energy field. Miracle. Oh my gosh. Miracle. So right now you've got miracles surrounding you. And again, right? I'm like, you have miracles surrounding you. You may not be in a position or feeling like there are miracles around you, but it's any time that you are resonating at low frequencies. I just knew that I was blind and I was deaf. I couldn't see, I couldn't hear, nothing made sense, nothing resonated. I was in pure primitive survival instinctual mode. And that was really hard for me to see. But once I started to make the action toward seeing what I was seeing in the cards, it started to unfold beautifully. Okay, so we've got miracle. This is your emotions. I've got despondence. So just like I said, right, you've got miracle surrounding you, but you emotionally are feeling despondent, sort of chaotic state of being within your emotions. And then your mental state is joy, right? This might even be suppressed. Maybe you're feeling the miracle and this joy is here, but your emotional state is not, again, caught up with where you're at. Okay. Physical is impartiality. Spiritual is self-worth. Challenge is renewal, and your strength is perfection. Okay? So renewal is, right, resting, taking it easy. You might overwork yourself emotionally. So Spirit's asking you, take it easy. Your spiritual is in self-worth. So who am I? What's my purpose? What's my value? What is it that I'm here to do? Maybe there's a group of friends, maybe a group of people is what I'm getting. What's coming through is you're asking, where do you fit in that group? Impartiality in the physical, I like this because it does mean that you are probably having some breakthroughs and you are needing to just sort of sit outside of your current physical realm. The physical realm can create confusion for you to get across the bridge to the other side. So you not paying any attention to it is your best course of action when you are trying to grow. But miracles means that you've got opportunities coming in like crazy today, right now, this moment, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now. What is the first thought that comes to mind when I say that you have miracles? What is that thing that you didn't think was going to work out, but I'm telling you it is going to work out? You can feel the joy. You are knowing the joy, but your nervous system is used to being in survival. It's used to not knowing the joy. So it's important to understand that your vitals are important. Okay. I'm going to look at your high vibe card here. Friendly chat. Okay. So it looks like you need to reach out to somebody. You may be waiting on them, but they need you to reach out to them. It's time to reach out to them. Who are they? Who are they? I'm going to look at who they might be. I was going to pull, who are they? So I'm just pulling, jeez Louise. Oh my goodness. So the devil fell out, only it fell out in reversed. So there's lots of potential in this connection. Whoever this person is, maybe you're looking for a job, maybe you're looking at an individual, maybe a partnership. It's a very radical partnership. It's very dynamic. Reverse just means the devil is coming in to stimulate growth. It's taking radical action, self-proclamation, the I am mode. It's one of my favorite archetypes of the whole deck, just because it's the one card that made me uncomfortable, and it's the one card that I questioned over and over and over and over until I could finally see what the card was doing. It was the energy that I was connecting to with the card. It was the fear I was connecting to with the card. That was all the things that were being exposed, but I was so focused on the card that I was missing the energy. So remember, don't get so focused on the object. Focus on the energy around the object. How does this energy make me feel? What is it promoting? How am I navigating this energy? Is this energy triggering me, right? Is this energy regulating me rather than me regulating this energy? So remember, it's important to know what the object is doing. And I feel like this is about career, so we're going to take a look at your career. What is going on? Roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. Told ya. You are hiding your talents, and it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now, right? And I did get breakthrough. I pulled this breakthrough, and I, right? And then the next card was trust, and I immediately was like, oh my God. Like, to pull breakthrough, this is the Tower energy, and to immediately pull the trust card just like validates, confirms that I'm in perfect alignment, and whatever astrological impact that is about to happen is in my favor. Maybe the house burns down. Well, it's in my favor. Spirit's letting me know that whatever this is in my favor. The dream is here. The dream is here. But again, we want to stay grounded. So when breakthroughs can come in impactful situations. They can come through conflict, endings of jobs, moves. Maybe you're moving to a new city, a new town, but they're saying roll the dice. Step into the mystery. Step into your talents are optimal. I just had a conversation yesterday where the old stories started to come through, and I was like, no, thank you. Right? I was interacting with an individual, and I said, no, thank you. That those stories don't even resonate anymore. They don't even make sense, but the system is still operating. So you have to shut down the old system. You have to roll the dice. And if I tell you that you're beautiful, you have to say, well, I guess I'm beautiful. I guess I'm beautiful. If I tell you that you're talented, you just be like, okay, I guess I'm talented. Thank you for letting me know, right? You have to receive what you're being shown. Because when you ask who you are, when you ask who the I am is, you're going to be there's going to be multiple forms of information coming in through songs, through people, through books, through impressions in your brain, through breakthroughs. And Spirit saying, trust what you're seeing. Your Akashic records will start coming through. Memories of past lives will start coming through, right? I'll look at a little past life energy here. This is the Starseed Oracle. Let's just see the little starseed. called. Listen, you are being called. All of this energy, like you have miracles. That means your guides are divinely guiding you. You're still not caught up, conscious, subconscious, so you're still double-minded, split. That's okay. That's where we all start, is in that split, right? Because it's like when we're born into the world as these beautiful, young, innocent, vulnerable humans, our power is immediately taken away. All of a sudden, mom and dad are our devotion instead of God. And if you weren't raised in a household that was devoted to energy or God or the universe, whatever it is that promotes devotion in your household, if none of that was there, we end up split. We end up leaving the intimacy of ourselves, right? Now we're serving mom and dad. We're serving their friends. We're serving their needs. We're serving what they've decided to create. So you've got to pull that back and start trusting your own instincts, trusting your own heart. We should never do anything if it doesn't bring us joy. Discomfort, sure. Discomfort doesn't mean that it's not going to be joyful. It's okay to feel uncomfortable for a minute. Nothing wrong with that. But does it bring you joy? Do you fear it because you just fear it? You've never done it before. Or do you just don't want to do it? Just plainly, absolutely 100%, no thank you, right? So it's important to discern your heart. Like, what does that mean? So I'm going to take a look. It says soul gifts and training. So it's time to step up. Look at this. Look at this. Right? Can't make this up. Breakthroughs, trust. Your psychic energy is amplifying. Hypersensitive. You could be hypersensitive, right? If I'm looking at your vitals here, right? Take a step back. It says your challenge is renewal, so you're going to want to take a step back for just a minute and rest. Your strength is perfection. That means you're a very strong individual. You have the capacity to contain this psychic energy, but you got to harness it first. You have to harness the energy first. You have to become one with the energy first before you can broadcast or promote it. You can do that through a YouTube channel. You can do that through offering free readings, or if that's not the avenue you're going down, whatever it is that you're trying to cultivate within yourself. Maybe you're a salesman, right? You can use this psychic energy in the process of being a salesman, which, by the way, will completely amplify your experience, right? Because now you're tapping in to the quantum field, and you're intricately, like a surgeon, pulling out the pain points inside of these individuals to release them and show them the way. As a sales rep, I always say a sales rep is like the porthole between where you are and where you want to go. Hell and heaven. And their whole purpose is to show you what is possible, show you the thing you couldn't see before. And in order to do that, they have to break down the barriers, break down the walls of your pain points in order to open you up. And so that you, even just those little micro moments of trust, start to expand your mind and start to help you to see possibilities you couldn't see before. And so ultimately, that is what we do as a psychic reader. We come in here and we're like looking and brainstorming and downloading and exposing and poking and prodding in the privacy of your own space so that you can reflect and create and open your mind in ways you never could before. And I tell you, like, thousands of hours of reading, just my mind is limitless and boundless. I don't see anything that's not. I don't believe in nothing being possible. That, like, everything is possible. Anything is possible. So you can do and have and be whoever you want. If you've ever heard of, what do you call that? Alter ego. sort of what we create. We create an alter ego, that individual within you that just activates and takes the bull by the horns and isn't afraid of the light. There's two versions of you. There's one that is just a regular everyday person that has a family and likes to watch TV and eat and play games and exercise and, really cultivate your own intimacy with yourself. And then there's the other part of you that, like, you rip off all the clothes and you step into the spotlight and you're like raw and authentic in that area. And that happens, the oneness happens when you cultivate that energy in the intimacy of your own time that you spend devoting time to yourself. So building confidence, building strength, building self-worth, renewing yourself. All of that stuff happens behind the scenes. But the alter ego is the part of you that comes through. It just activates, steps up to the plate, knows what to say, knows what to do. You're always ready when you get there. You're always ready when you get there, especially if you're not trying to figure it out. All right, so you came to Earth with a double mission. This is good stuff. To grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what it is that your soul is calling you toward, for it's encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you're just beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gifts. Insane. If you're being called toward a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is your confirmation. This reading is your confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling unprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap. And consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. Right? You've already, how to do it the second you show up. Second you get into alignment, the second you commit, the second you decide. It already is. The miracles are right there. You are being asked to take the step. Take the first step. Just the first step. What does that step look like? How can we determine what that step is? Right? What does that even look like? I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes. You are an ancient soul receiving a calling, receiving the messages. What is holding you back? What might be holding you back? Let's see. This is the surrender card, so we're just going to see if something needs to be surrendered here. Surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Breakthrough. It's time to put yourself out there. You are hiding your talents. You know, you might have to have 25 more readings like this. But why? Why not just do the simplest thing you can do today to broadcast your talents, whatever that may be? Like a 2-minute video, like a short, like a 30-minute, like a 60-second. I started out with 60-second videos on Instagram and Facebook. 30 to 60 seconds. Just pulled a card. It's how I learned the cards, because before I did the 60-second video, I pulled the card and I read about it. I reflected on it. I resonated with it in my own life. And then I was easily able to deliver a message because I was so rooted in the card. And I never memorized them, but I do have, they all have an energy frequency. So the cards just have an energy frequency. Talking about yourself. Who are you? Who are you? Surrender to non-action. I love this card. The reason why I love this card so much is because, first off, what is non-action? Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Okay? What that meant for me, at first I was like, what does non-action mean? I was like, I can't just not move. But what it meant was to just do nothing. Do it effortlessly. Don't do the things that cause you to feel resistance. Don't do the things that put you in a state of urgency. Do what you do because that's what you love to do. That's what non-action is. Embracing how you feel. If I don't feel good today, I'm going to go to my bed and rest for the day. If I want to go have a coffee, I'm going to go have a coffee. If I want to go exercise, I'm going to go exercise. If I feel like, if a message comes through, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to deliver the message. That didn't just happen. I had to actively, consciously start paying attention to what was going to make me feel better. It's a funny how we reject the things that make us feel better. I know that exercise makes me feel better, but it was everything I could do to get myself to go do it. So I started implementing push-ups when I was cooking, squats when I was standing there brushing my teeth. I put a little exercise, Pilates exercise, doing headstands when I was watching TV, doing sit-ups when I was watching TV. Like, I just started implementing activity, because when you start getting your body moving, that's where the breakthroughs come in. That's when you start to be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then breakthroughs just start to explode in your aura. Throat chakra. You're ready to broadcast. You're ready to broadcast. If this reading resonated, like, subscribe, share it with a friend who may benefit from it. Also, if you'd like to work with me, my link is in my bio, and I'm super honored to be here and do this reading. So until next time, I love you.